How you guys doing? Okay. Right now, I just got back in here. I was trying to make it. I ended up doing a little late. I sent out a message this morning that I was going to start at 7 o'clock because we changed to Thursday at 7 o'clock. And I said, well, let me send out this message and tell everybody that the new time is on Thursday, 7 o'clock instead of uh Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Excuse me. So I said, okay. And I got one of these honey-do lists and got into it. And I'm like, oh man, after doing my studying this morning, I was prepared um, to go through everything. Now, if you guys don't mind, and I give me a little pass that I was going to ask, and I don't want to keep streaming people along, but this is a great subject that I want to talk about. And I was going to ask, if you guys don't mind, um, could we do this? And I know everybody go party on Fridays and everything like that. But could we do this on Friday? Friday around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock? I say more so like 7 o'clock. Because um a lot of people go out. But if you want me to continue um on our subject, uh, I could say, well, because I did some researching today and I was trying to find out a lot of things talking about friendship in the Bible and who are your friends in the Bible. And I said, wait a minute, what I'm going to talk about is who do you know who your friends really are? And would your friends give their all for you? Or are they just fair weather friends? You know, how many of you guys know that the friend you have or the friends you have or like they say, do a, can't use that word on YouTube, but do a type of friends. They do anything or they unlive themselves for you. All right. And how many people do you guys really know are your true friends? Well, to see and to know if you got a real good friend, God will show you if you're conscious and you pay attention to what he says and you listen to his word. He will show you who your real friends are. What's up, Tactical Epsilon? All right. God will show you who your true friends are if you are conscious. Now, you want to know there's one Bible verse in the Bible that not only was these guys friends. Hello, Victor. Not only was these guys friends, Victor saying hello from Argentina. How you doing? Not only was these guys friends. Hey, Tactical Cool Epsilon sent $5. Thank you. But and I'm gonna tell you something, Tactical Epsilon. You don't never hear me on here saying Hey, come on, you can send this, you can send. I'm not about that, you know. But I appreciate it, I really appreciate it. And all I'm gonna do is pass it on to someone else. Appreciate your generosity. Now, um, not only was these guys friends, not only were they friends, they were brothers. If you go to Mark, I think it's in Mark 2, right? You remember when Jesus was going through the village and then he came into a house? Hey, Burger, I don't promote that on my channel. I'll block you in a minute. You can go somewhere else with this. Okay? You can go somewhere else with this. All right. Now, not only was these guys friends, but they were brothers. And did you notice what they did when they seen Jesus passing by? They had such friendship and had such brotherly love that they they lowered their brother, their friend, their brother down through the roof. And and Jesus didn't say because of your faith, the one that been lowered down through the roof. He said, because of y'all faith. Read Mark 2. He said, because of y'all's faith, he healed the man of palsy. So they were so tight as friends and they were so tight as brothers that they was willing to go above and beyond so that one of them that were sick could be healed. Now the other three could have said, "Man, I ain't worried about that." You could tell, but they loved each other as brothers, and they were friends. Now I ask you guys this: how many of y'all know a friend or have friends that will go through that type of situation for you? That's why I said today's lesson was, do you know who your true friends are? And I'm going to ask you that, and that's something that should sit inside of you, and you need to think about this. I want you guys to think about this for the next 7 days. And look at your friends and say, hmm, if I was in a terrible situation, would that person go all out for me? Would they go all out for me? Or would they say, hey, I'm sorry, can't do that? So I leave you guys with this. The question that was asked in the Bible, am I my brother's keeper? The answer, I know what the answer is. I wonder what your answer would be. Are you your brother's keeper? I want you guys to come up with that answer. I want you guys to think about this and also think about who are your true friends and who are your friends. And can you depend on your true friends? I could tell you from for myself, my number one friend is Jesus Christ. My number two friend is my spouse. I can tell you for myself. You got to ask yourself, who are your number one and your number two? Hey, tonight lesson was, do you know who your friends are? And if you look at Mark 2 and read about the four men, one who had palsy and the three that let the one down through the roof. Look what Jesus said about their faith. Look what Jesus said about their faith. And he talked about all four of them. He said, look at these four. Look at the faith of these four. Read it. Read it slowly, and you will see it. Hey, I thank you guys for chiming in. Tactical Epsilon, it's in 100. Hey, again, I'm I'm appreciative, overwhelmed, uh, but I don't ask for things like that. I'm here to do God's will, not to get paid. We got too many people doing that. I'm here because God pays me. He keeps me alive. I thank you. God bless. See you next Thursday. Bye-bye.